Can someone talk?
Yellow.
Alright, that works. Just adjusting Cobra's volume. Cobra, can you talk one more time?
Yellow.
Alright, that works. Alright, alright, if everything's coming through clearly, I'm noticing my voice is dropping in and out sometimes, yeah, sorry about that. You guys heard that, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so, like I said, Juggernaut will be talking through text, and he can still hear us. Everything's still going to be pointing out well. Let's go ahead and get started. So this is round 2 of the Tournament of Champions. This match is going to be Cobra versus Juggernaut. I, myself, and Golden Destroyer will be judges this round. So, Golden, you're not going to be here all the time, so sometimes I'll be judging by myself, like I did last fight. You missed the last fight, I'll have to tell you about it. What, such a close fight, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the turnout. I said it like 10 times that video. Let me adjust your volume. Alright. So, without any more delays, let's get right into it. So, Cobra, you have to introduce yourself, you know, your superhero name and completely what your power does. Juggernaut, the same with you. So Juggernaut, you'll have to type out what your power does. Cobra, go ahead and explain while Juggernaut's typing out what his power does.
Unit. As much as I can. I am poisoned. I need to shoot a beam at someone. Anyone who is hit with the beam will be poisoned for a long time. It can only be shot at the closest possible target. As little as possible. Bonus, I don't need to eat. However, to live, I need to consume poison. I'm naturally able to use 73%.
Alright. And looks like what Juggernaut is saying. I can increase the size of body parts, and they have increased durability. He can use 90%. Now, assuming in this tournament, we are assuming everyone can use 70% of their power, because that would be kind of unfair to the people who got 1 and 100. Yep, makes sense. I'll be repeating Juggernaut's lines every now and then.
Yep.
We're also assuming everyone has equal strength, intelligence, dodging, and speed, all of the above, unless their power permits otherwise. Meaning you can't say, I sneak up behind him and catch him, because your catching is equal to the sneaking, so they cancel out. Unless your power lets you hide, or do something, or how you use it. And so, do you guys need me to explain how this tournament works, or did you guys see how it worked in the video? Okay. So pretty much I'll explain. There are 5 rounds, so that means you'll be competing against every competitor here. Right now, since there are 3 matches, Juggernaut has to fight twice this round. Well, I guess this day of rounds. Pretty much you'll have 5 fights. 1 fight will be against a different competitor until you fought everyone. And the way you fight is you fight in a game mode. In the video, I made an explanation like hide and seek. Whoever does best in the game mode, whoever can hide and seek the best, gets 2 points. If you lose the game mode, you can challenge your opponent to a combat fight. However, that comes at a great risk. If you challenge them to a combat fight and win, you get a point, and they get 0. If you challenge them to a combat and lose, you get 0 still, but they get 3. So it comes at a risk of, if you lose, they get stuff. More importantly, non-combat powers. Non-combat powers will get weapons to help even the odds. No other outside tools are allowed. Things like weapons, tools. You can't say I have a stick of dynamite on me. You can't say I have a gun on me. Unless your power kind of revolves around it. And those are pretty much all of the rules. Any questions?
None for me.
I see Juggernaut typing. I'm going to wait for him to finish. So, a quick question about my ability. Can I increase the size of internal parts? Let me check that, Juggernaut. It'll be a little bit. By the way, remember, Golden is a judge too, so he will be there. Alright, so let me check. Your username is cluttered in the clutter that I have. Trying. Thank you. Let's see, you got that number. Checking through. This is just a slight little thing. You are not. This is merely, as I think I explained it before, a go-go gadget. So pretty much, you can make your arm extend. Kind of think of Mr. Fantastic, but you're not made of rubber, so it can't bend. You're still bound by the rules of joints. You know, you can't bend your arm backwards because you're not made of rubber. All you can do is just go, hey, my arm is 20 feet now. Alright. And Cobra, any questions about your power before we get into this?
Am I able to increase the toxicity of this poison, or is it just makes them nauseous?
It is a toxic power, that is for sure. And it is a poison. So, it does come with many of the side effects. Specific poisons? Not really. Not really, no.
Am I able to control the, how strong the poison is?
Yeah, you can always go weaker, but you can't go stronger. Your maximum is 70%. And Juggernaut, you do have a misconception about your power. Whenever you extend a limb, it doesn't have increased durability. At the end, your limb turns into a friggin' shield. Or like a wall, whatever it be. So if you extend your arm, it's gonna open up to like basically a square. And that's what you do. Cobra, you do have the poison. You can always make it less toxic. Can't make it more than what it is. It is still a poison, so yeah, don't get hit by it. Now, I gave you two a hint about the game mode that you were going to be playing, right?
Let's see.
That's a yes, right? Alright, so, the hint I gave you two was you wouldn't be alone. This will see how well both of you can go. I already pre-rolled your match before, so I already know what it is, but the great thing about this tournament is almost everything is decided on the spot, except one person, which you guys got lucky of. So, Golden, I'm going to have you roll a random number generator 1 through 18.
Okay.
I'll be rolling 1 through 45. Golden is rolling how difficult this game mode is going to be, and I will be rolling its location. 31. What does that mean? Oh.
I got a 14.
14. Alright, so. Are you two ready to hear the match and finally get the fighting going?
Yep.
Alright, let's do this. So, The game mode that you all will be facing off in is quite a creator favorite. It is a rescue mission in a hostile environment. What that means is there are hostages, casualties, whatever you might think of, scattered throughout this area. And you need to go around and save them. Get them out of things, however it be. Why it's called hostile is because there's gonna be people there with weapons to stop you. We assume gun. Because, well, why not assume generic evil henchmen? These people are also scattering the area, so you both have to rescue and fight. Now, the difficulty of this is C rank, and this uses normal school systems, so A, B, C, D, F. So these C rank people are fairly average. They're not like geniuses at fighting, but also at the same time, they're not dumb. They're fairly average. Your setting that you'll be fighting in will be a volcanic setting. You guys are going to be fighting in places surrounded by lava, bunch of volcanoes, freaking ash everywhere. These people are going to be under debris from exploding volcanoes, with people going around. If you've ever seen Star Wars Episode 3, imagine Mustafar, but less intense. Alright. And with that, let's get into it. So, Cobra. I'll let you start off first, and I'll let Juggernaut type out his explanation. Juggernaut, press enter whenever I call on you, but have it ready. So, Cobra, how do you think you can solve this game mode? You're a bit muffled.
Go after the opponent, and then go after the trapped, unless they're very injured.
So your plan is to take out all the hostile people by hitting them with poison.
Yes.
Gold, you got any comment on that?
No, I don't think I do.
Alright then. Anything else you want to add, Cobra, other than just hitting them with the poison shot?
Possibly using a weaker version of poison to numb the people.
Well, that is true. Some poisons can be used as medicines like that. Alright, that's definitely something I hadn't thought of. Anything else?
Not that I could think of.
Alright, Gold, I want your comments on this. How well do you think that'll do?
Surely, Cobra got very unlucky with the game mode and the environment, because his power, at least
You cut out,
a
Golden.
rescue power.
Golden, you cut out. You said
Oh.
at least what?
I'll say it all over again. Cobra's power, I don't think is a rescue type of power.
Alright, I say that, but he does make the argument of beating up the guards.
Yes, that is one advantage he has. And also nullifying the pain as using his poison like medicine. That is also a good advantage he has.
I completely agree with that statement. Alright, Juggernaut. Go ahead and send in what you have. Why do you think you can... Okay, hooty-dooty-doo. Take a survey of the area using my ability to use movement to my advantage, traversing areas that most people can't reach or cross. That makes pretty much good sense. Now, well, Golden, what's your opinion on this?
He's got a fair point. His ability allows him to do a lot of things that most normal people can't do, especially cross over lava lakes. Not to mention, as you said before, his power can be used as a shield, or like something about a shield, which means good protection against the hostile enemies around him.
I was about to say, if you were to say hostile environment, that's BS. His body is still made up of body. And if he tried using it to cross lava, he'd surely die. But
Well, I mean, like, he can like make long arms, or like go over it or something.
yeah, just like make really big legs and just step across the lava easy. And you're right, the shield he makes at the end of his arms and stuff do count as bullet protections. Alright, and so, extend arms, grab, then shrink like a grapple. Oh, I see. That gives him great mobility in this sense, doesn't it?
Yes.
Alright, so, something that is allowed. You guys are allowed to mess with each other. So, Cobra, how do you think you can mess with Juggernaut?
Violently poison him with the most potent I can think of.
Alright. And how do you think that... that's fair, he says. How do you think that would have... Well, Golden, how do you think that would affect him? Because...
You're cutting out.
Sorry.
Am I cutting off or he cutting off? Okay, hold up. I have an idea. I see my voice going so bad very quickly. Let me disconnect and reconnect. Hello?
Yellow.
Okay. The voice is still complete shite because the internet sucks.
I understand that.
But hopefully everything works out. So, like I was saying, the poison that gets shot at him, his arms, when he extends them, go into a shield. But like I was saying to Golden earlier, it's still made of body, still made of an arm, meaning the poison kind of still gets through it. It's not a force. It's more of an internal force. Wouldn't you agree, Golden?
Yes.
So Cobra definitely can mess with Juggernaut.
At the same time, though, because if I think I know how poison works, like the more body that it has to like infect and like kill, the less effective like a small little thing's gonna do. Like if you put a small little like dose of poison into like a person that like him would be like extended by like 20 feet, it would barely do much. As to where like if you that small little vial would like kill a normal man.
Depending on the type of poison and the strength of it, a small little bit could kill a grown man.
Mm-hmm.
But that's depending on the poison.
Yep, you haven't chosen a specific poison, and so because of that, we're assuming average poison. Just average, run-of-the-mill TV poison. And that definitely still does put a dent in Juggernaut. Juggernaut, can you explain how you think you can mess Cobra up? The most I could do to bother him would maybe cause noises and throw objects to draw attention of the guards to his position. That works out a lot. You know, there's a lot of debris in the volcanic area. Throwing things will definitely help. He's still typing. I'm gonna let him finish. Like the Beast Titan. Okay, Can you grab that much stuff like the Beast Titan?
Well, I
Would
mean,
his
I
would his
oh,
power also modify his strength?
Um, somewhat yes. If he extends his arm, it's not all spread out and it's not a noodle. So I guess he could, yeah. I'm about to. If I could, I'd put Attack on Titan music going on in the background. Fun fact: a co-creator of this tournament, that's their favorite intro. They're the creator who drew the artwork for the Discord server,
Ooh.
and are actually the drawer of the prize. And so, yeeting stuff definitely comes with a help. I completely forgot about yeeting stuff. So right now, Cobra can poison Juggernaut. Juggernaut can attack him back with his own limbs, and throw stuff. Golden, you got any input on that?
no, just these are both very good ways to both mess with the other person and rescue hostages.
Should I add to my statement?
What statement you got?
Using inland Typhon poison.
What's that?
Inland Typhon, the most venomous snake in the world.
Ah, I see. So extremely potent.
Is there like brands of poison?
Yeah. I think that would kind of be determined on your power level, like 100% power level. Your poison could be compared to like that. At like 2% power level.
70%.
Yeah, like
Inland Typhon at 70%.
Typhon, also commonly known as the Western Typhon, the small-tailed snake with a fierce snake species, extremely venomous snake. The family is Lepidate. Species epidemic to heavy arid regions, Central East Australia, or regions living in those named snack. So I would say that's what if you want to draw similarities to that, you can. Just know that no matter what, the potency will be reduced down to whatever power level you're equaling at 70%.
Yeah. It's still extremely painful and volatile.
Yes. However, the effects are also scaled down. It isn't 70% of that snake's maximum poison. It's more everyone does 70% damage. So to help you understand it, you're a damage over time. Comparing it to someone else with a damage over time effect like disintegration, you both do the same amount of damage. But at 100%, this is a very venomous snake, so you'd clearly go up huge as you reach higher percentages. Whereas something like disintegration just increases the rate. I chose 70% because this is where all of the powers meet at the same damage over time, flat, and all that. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But now we can draw similarities to that poison. So, Golden, any input on this?
I'd say that Cobra's poison, because I did say that like Juggernaut was able to like make his body like super big, and it wouldn't like completely nullify it out, but like somewhat at least help with it. But considering the fact that he's brought like that type of poison into it, I'd feel like Cobra's poison would still do the same amount of damage as it would normally do. And that's a lot of damage considering it's poison.
Not to mention, he did mention there were side effects like numbing, nausea, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The best I could to delay is extend the attached portion so it takes longer to reach my organs. That is true, pulling an Adventure Time with what Jake did. Now, there is something else, Cobra. Keep this in mind. Your power only targets the closest person. I went through both of your powers that I sent you just to be sure. You can only hit one person at a time, and you can only hit the closest person. While this does slightly change it, it still doesn't change the fact that Juggernaut's going to get hit with some poison. So, coming to my next statement, which is what I was going to say, how can you counter the other person's fighting? So, Cobra, how can you fare against Juggernaut yeeting stuff at you
Close
and smacking you? Juggernaut, you also be thinking of the same thing. Cobra?
close quarters using. He may have longer limbs, but longer limbs take a larger amount of time. So if I were to stay up close, he would have to shrink down.
Golden, you're the expert on all things One Piece. How does that fare?
Wait, what?
Even though he's more like Inspector Gadget with his go-go stuff, a lot of parallels can still be drawn from Luffy from One Piece.
Cobra, could you repeat yourself?
Getting close. It'll take a longer amount of time for him to move longer arms, so he'd have to shrink down, making him practically powerless.
If we're drawing this from One Piece,
We're not drawing
yes.
it from One Piece.
Well, okay, yeah, but like as an example, whenever he stretches out very far, it does take some time to bring it back. Meaning that would also imply to Juggernaut that if he like grows very, very long distances, it would take time for him to shrink back down to normal or just a smaller size.
He can only extend.
Oh.
He can't go smaller, but that does make sense. If he goes for a super big punch. All right, so that is something. Juggernaut, how can you counter Cobra's poison? I see you typing in. What you got? The suspense is killing me.
That's really detailed.
I'd use range to my advantage and use body parts to move around, like I said, with the grappling hook hands or long steps and throw objects. I could use a hand to block with a shield, and use a hand to block with a shield hand dealio, and grapple with another to deal with the poison. Unfortunately, I have nothing direct, and I would have to extend the time by literal extension. So he is right there. And what's worse, what I think is that the more that you extend yourself, the bigger target you make to Cobra. Even though, yeah, he can only attack the closest person, if you are the closest person, that is going to be a problem. Alright, and so there is one thing I do want to ask Juggernaut, though, before I hand it off to Golden. So, Cobra, you said that it was while you were talking, you said to mess with him, you'd hit him with poison because he overextends his limbs?
Don't remember.
Well, I remember you saying your way to mess with him was poison, right?
Yeah. Poisoning him and slowing him down.
Mm-hmm. And one big disadvantage to him was the overextending. So, Juggernaut, I'd like to ask you this. Oh, well, Juggernaut and Golden, really. Do you think that whenever Juggernaut extends his arms, that he needs to go far? because Juggernaut isn't momentum based in the fact that he needs to shoot his arms backwards and then shoot them. It's a straight up extend, meaning the force he gains is from the velocity of extending.
Like a piston.
Like a piston, yeah. His hand is a piston, and limbs and all that stuff. Meaning, does he overextend a lot? Because since it goes into a shield, I have a feeling if it makes contact, which is a pretty good chance because it breaks up into a shield, it doesn't extend. F equals ma. I know that's a formula for something. Anyone know?
Force equals mass over acceleration.
Ah, yes, that one. I remember that from years ago.
The denser it is, the denser, faster it is, the more force it has.
Alright.
So, does the universe gain like, or is it atoms spread over a long space?
Alright. So, his hands don't really... Actually, he does kind of gain mass since it does morph into a shield at the end. And his acceleration is fairly decent. So, I would say there's a decent amount of force in it. Sorry, say again?
So you could hit with a bit of force.
A bit of force. Enough to where you want to dodge it.
Yeah.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, Golden. Do you think that if Juggernaut lands a hit on Cobra, he doesn't overextend, but if he misses, the force sends it flying and he has to retract?
I mean, isn't that also the same with just a normal punch? If you hit someone, it's just boom, okay, it's right there, and I'm ready to shoot another one. But if you miss, you're just, and afterwards you have to spend so much time getting right back to where you were.
The other option is it shoots all the way, regardless. And if Juggernaut hits Cobra, Cobra is pushed against the shield and slammed into whatever makes his arm stop. We are assuming equal strength, but Juggernaut has the power to help him give this thing. So what do you think happens? Do you think Cobra just gets smacked and it stops? Or do you think he gets carried with it? I think he gets smacked and stops.
Is his grown arm, like, is it just like an extension? Like you said, like a piston where it's making like a really long arm? Or does his arm change into like a giant's arm and it's like wider?
No, it just gets longer.
Okay, then that means I would also say that it stops.
Alright. So, both people gave good explanations. The key for Cobra winning this fight is the fact that, well, Juggernaut can't really defend against the Cobra poison. Juggernaut's is the fact that he can rescue the hostages very fast, which is still the game mode. So, any last comments before me and Golden take to general chat and discuss who we think the winner of this mode might be? So, Cobra, any last comments you want to throw out there before we switch servers?
None that I could think of.
Juggernaut, any last comments you want to throw out before we start discussing? Alright. If this is it, Golden, let's head into general and start talking.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Alright. So, what happens? Oh, wait, no, they're leaving. Wait. Stay. NVC. We discuss and come back. Please help me.
You said that we just go and discuss. That's it. You didn't say that we'd come back.
Yeah, let me go over and tell them that. Well, okay, well, I'm gonna wait for Cobra to come. Cobra, Come back. Well, this is great. If he like left, I'm gonna ping the heck out of him.
It's just ping and that is a ping, yes.
Because there's still the opportunity to. Oh god. Ping. Okay, so while we're waiting for him to come back, let's discuss this. So, who do you initially give this edge to?
At first, I was gonna give it to Cobra because like poison is like poison's a big deal and like you normally don't want to mess around with that. And the fact that like he could inflict many people with that and take out the guards relatively fast and numb the pain of the rescuing people, plus also messing with Juggernaut is also a good thing to have. But the reason why I say that Juggernaut, in my opinion, wins is because with the messing around, I'd say that Cobra would win, and that Cobra wins the match if it wasn't for the fact that they were in volcanic area. He still gets the advantage of being able to cross large lava lakes. And so Cobra brought the point like, oh hey, I'm gonna go into close combat, so he can't throw stuff at me. But Juggernaut also said, I'm gonna go into longer range combat. And there's only one big thing that makes one of their statements true, and that's lava lakes. Doesn't do crawl over lava lakes.
Whoa, wait, hold up, you're breaking up. Go back, you said it has to do with lava lakes.
Yes, because if Cobra wants to close the distance on Juggernaut, he's gonna want to cross that lava lake. But it's gonna take too much work, and Juggernaut's gonna be way far away, being like the Beast Titan, just throwing stuff at him, like he said.
Alright, I give this to Juggernaut for different reasons. It's for the main fact of, yeah, Cobra can help get rid of the guards in this hostile situation. The whole point of this game mode is rescue. Yeah, sure, he can help numb the pain with his poison, which does help. It does help a lot. I think the fact is Juggernaut's power is way more suited for rescue. Like you said, reach people, scan the area, cross the volcanic terrain very easily. All of these things make him way better, while Cobra can only get a few people saved and numb their pain. The main thing that Cobra has going for him is the fact that he can deal with the guards, but Juggernaut can too, and defend. And even still, with this, I still might have given it to Cobra, because his poison's so good. Had it not been for this fact, Cobra can only target the closest person. There are going to be guards around him all the time. Meaning, as he's fighting these people with guns, and he poisons them, he has to attack them and not Juggernaut. He can't mess with him, really. And so, because of that, I give this round to Juggernaut, mainly just because of his maneuverability, offense and defense, and the fact that he is better suited for rescue. Cobra is mainly suited for kill.
Yes, I agree with that.
Alright, I think we have a winner.
We'll probably ask Cobra later, or because he did go offline.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna ping him again. Cobra!
If he doesn't respond,
Is-
that means maybe you can ask him, like, do you want to challenge him for that round that you lost? And then if he says yes, just do a quick combat round, and that'll be easy.
No, that's a bit too hard because these people in scheduling are completely two different things. So I'd rather than just scheduling a combat round that'll last real long and probably leave one of them salty. I'll Cobra loses his ability to make a combat round.
Okay.
All right, let's head back in.
Hello.
All right, Juggernaut. So we know that you can't talk, and Cobra did leave, like, real quick. But we do have the standings. Golden, care to announce it?
Okay. So the winner of this round won because of their... They were able to... wait, hold on. Their movability completely... what's the word? The better than the other player. What's that word?
Their maneuverability was greater.
Yes. Their movability was greater. Their ability to rescue the hostage was also greater. And also the fact that lava lakes didn't really pose a threat to them because they can easily just bypass it. Were there other reasons?
And pretty much so. Go ahead, say the winner.
The winner of this round goes to Juggernaut.
Juggernaut, we gave the win to you because, like he said, I'll let you finish typing and then I'll continue. Kind of feel bad he got... Oh wait, he's back! He's back! He's back! He's here. I see Cobra. He's in here. Cobra, you just missed our announcing. I'll re-say what Golden did. We said we give this win to a person because their maneuverability was great. Lava lakes posed almost no threat to them, and the fact that they did the better job at completing the objective. So, because of that, we give this round to Juggernaut. Juggernaut may have to deal with your poison. You do win in the fact that you can mess with him more. But it's the sheer fact that Juggernaut is able to complete the objective better, which is the goal of the game. He's able to rescue people, survey, smack things off, rescue people. You are able to numb them, which does help. You're not able to do anything that helps advance your rescue ability. And so, because of that, we're giving this win to Juggernaut. Now, Cobra, you... sorry, what'd you say?
I was expecting that one because it's more skill-based with that area.
But this is what you have the opportunity for. Cobra, do you think you can beat Juggernaut in a combat fight? You'll still be in the volcanic area. If you challenge him and win, he gets 0 points and you get 1. If you challenge him and lose, you still get 0 and he gets 3. Because while many of these game modes are utility based, this part gives the opportunity for combat powers. So Cobra, you gonna take the risk? You will not be taking the risk. Alright. With that, 2 points will be given to Juggernaut. Don't worry, Cobra, this is only round 1 of 5. You still have to fight the other 3 contestants. Oh, wait, that means there's only going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds. Yeah, 4 rounds. Good job indeed. So, good job for all of you guys being good sports in this fight. The fight was, I thought Cobra was going to steamroll Juggernaut. Because poison hurts. And I can't wait to see how you guys plan on bringing this fight back. And, well, seeing how the rest of the tournament goes. GG's, everyone. Thank you. Something to consider for future matches would be acidic poison to melt objects. GG. Sadly, acidic poison falls under a different category, so he is stuck with the different type of poison.
I did look into something that might be good to consider. There is a type of poison with paralysis. Don't know what it is, but there is.
Or psychedelic poison. Yeah, he's right. So Cobra, if you want, we'll keep assuming this really toxic poison. But when you can, message me. And that whatever poison you message me, that's what it will be based off of. Keep in mind though, the main part of it will be the actual damaging poison effect. The side effects such as paralysis, numbness, and all that will be severely reduced because those are other powers domain. Got it, Cobra?
Yep.
So whenever you want, if it's gonna stay the same, just say it's gonna be the same. And yeah, other than that, I got nothing.
You just cut out quite a bit for me.
Like throughout the thing or just right now?
You cut out almost everything in that last sentence.
Well, I said, send me the poison that you come up with. If it's the same, send it to me. And just say it's the same. And other than that, good job on both of you for fighting. I can't wait to see how you guys pull this around. GG's, everyone. GG, lads. Alright. With that, you guys are free to go. Me and Golden will be discussing the aftermatch and the after commentary. Juggernaut, I know you have a match later on that you said you couldn't make it to, but if there is any chance that I could get your target to rush now, might that be possible? Go ahead and think that over while we're talking. We won't talk long. It's mainly just an after commentary, but good job, everyone. See you on your next fights.
On Twitch. I don't know.
Yeah, I put the videos on Twitch. I stream it.
Live streaming.
I could live stream it if I'm being honest. That would be kind of fun. Although I do want to take things one step at a time. I don't want to do too much at once.
I'm pretty sure he's asking like the channel.
I know. Alright, let me just check something out real quick. Paralytic shellfish poison. So, for future games, to keep this in mind, Cobra will have paralytic shellfish poison, which means I'm guessing its main thing is paralysis.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just undo something real quick. Boop, let me just make sure the thing's okay. So, how'd you think that match went?
At first, just like the match with Celtic Champion and Seance, we thought it was gonna be one side. I really thought Cobra was just gonna go boom, just go boom, and just steamroll Juggernaut. But then in the end, Juggernaut just kept on making good reasons. And afterwards, we slowly started realizing, like, hey, this guy can win. And then Juggernaut won.
I really think the terrain helped him out. Because had it not been for that terrain, Juggernaut still would have been able to do a lot of stuff, but his being able to stay away from Cobra wouldn't be as easy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it was the fact that Cobra can only attack the closest target, and his closest target will most likely be a guard or a soldier.
Yeah.
And also, now that we're making a comparison to paralytic shellfish poison, remember it is a much more scaled down version of it. Oh, hey, Seance is typing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Would you look at that? But, yeah, honestly, I think we're going to end up saying this every fight. I really thought this person would win. And then, dang, this other person won. Such a cool thing. I do like the fact that Juggernaut is able to hold a nice offense and defense. Honestly, I think that offense and defense might win him this tournament.
Maybe. Damn. A Doge? It's a Doge?
For who?
Seance. Or is that like Chems or something?
No, it's Doge, or like the meme Doge or something.
Because I love just... I look at the profile pictures like far away, not really looking at them. And after look, oh look, that looks cool. And then afterwards I look close and then it's like, oh wait, it's actually this.
So, any last comments on the fight? Because when he pulled up Beast Titan throwing stuff, I'm like, that's not going to give him a lot of credibility, but it's going to give him some, at least.
Yeah. Having long range really does help.
Yep. If this were a combat-based test, I'm pretty sure Cobra would have won. I'm pretty sure if Cobra challenged Juggernaut, Juggernaut would lose.
Yes.
Because Juggernaut would keep slamming him over... Well, it is a volcanic setting still. He can't just shove him into lava.
It's just, lava time.
Because assuming that Juggernaut will take damage, like, assuming for every hit Juggernaut gets, Cobra hit gets, Juggernaut would be taking pretty decent damage over time, but I still think Juggernaut would find a way to throw Cobra in a volcano before that.
I was basing Cobra, especially because of his profile picture. Look at his profile picture.
Yeah.
And, like, I can't really tell out the details, but I was basing him off of Byron.
Byron from Brawl Stars?
Yes.
Just a lot less powerful?
Yes.
Well,
he still does... I think he uses, like, snake oil poison or something. I don't know. He uses some snake thing.
I think he says snake oil extract, but...
Oh.
You are right. The poison he would be taking over time is no joke. So that does suck for them. But I still think it's the fact that, Juggernaut can't grab Cobra. But the fact that it turns into a shield at the end is the fact of just bash. And if he does miss, it will allow him to take more poison shots. I just think Cobra will be yeeted into lava before he can kill Juggernaut with the poison. For the main fact of he takes damage over time. and you only need to get one good hit off to get thrown into lava.
And then lava kills you.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to see the other fights. Do you want to have a little explanation on what the fight was before?
Yeah, I would like that.
So the other fighter was Pale Rider versus Adulaire. They were in a race.
Oh, a race. Pale Rider
Pale Rider
is the instant damage.
Pale Rider has instant damage and disintegration. 2 powers combined in one. And Adulaire is able to make illusions. If you touch these illusions, it crawls over your body, turning half of your body to light, meaning it can't touch solid ground, rendering it useless.
Was that OP in a race? Just like make a huge wall?
Yeah, but the fact is, Pale Rider, Pale Rider isn't just like, oh, I'm hit. He has the combined powers of instant damage and disintegration. They're 2 different powers. Meaning, he's really going to get hurt. Not to mention disintegration. Eventually, his legs will fall off.
Yes.
And the way that fight went was, it looked like it was going in Pale Rider's victory because he was disintegrating him. But then Adulaire figured out something. Pale Rider's attack trigger is his opponent needs to hear him. Just in the slightest. Even subconsciously hear him. Even if you're like plugging your ears and yelling at the top of your lungs, if you still barely hit him, he can hit you.
Mm-hmm.
Which, was doing a bad thing for Adulaire until Adulaire realized, oh wait, I can just get rid of my ears using my power.
What?
And so he did that, and Pale Rider was not able to hit him at all.
But you get rid of his ears.
Mm-hmm. Because whatever his illusion touches turns into light, and is no longer useful. It's as if it was taken from your body.
So he just turned his own ears into light.
Yeah, he turned his ears off, essentially. And because of that, Pale Rider was able to get 1 shot off, but did end up losing because he couldn't block Adulaire's attacks, and Pale Rider kind of was without his legs after that.
Was there a combat round? Because I'm guessing
No.
the race went to Adulaire.
Adulaire ended up winning the race, and Pale Rider did not challenge him to combat.
Mainly because he knew that...
Yeah, he has a hard counter.
Man, that's...
Yeah,
that's...
It sucks.
Yep.
The fact that he had a hard counter really sucked, but Pale Rider will end up fighting someone else. I can't wait to see Juggernaut and Seance's fight tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Looking pretty good. And, yeah, anything else you want to add?
No, just good luck to the contestants.
Yep. This is gonna be fun. Well, see ya.
Bye-bye.